are still spending hours writing lesson plans, creating assignments, creating quizzes, and presentations, you are making teaching and learning harder than it's supposed to be. What if I told you that you can still do the same work in a matter of minutes instead of hours? Let's be honest, teaching and learning is more than sitting in a classroom or reading a notebook. It involves time in planning lessons, creating assignments and quizzes. For students, you want to understand a complex topic. This requires time. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can leverage on AI as an assistant to reduce the burden, to save time, increase productivity, and enhance your effectiveness. And by the end of this video, you are going to have a simple workflow that will enable you to be more productive, to study smarter, and to be more effective. Whether you are a teacher trying to save time or you are a student trying to find a way to study smarter, this video will help you to be more productive. And without much ado, let's jump right into the video. And right here, I am in ChatGPT. Okay, right here, we can actually use this to create a lesson plan very, very quickly. So right here, I'm going to just paste the prompt like so. And right here, I'm saying create a detailed 45-minute lesson plan on solar systems, include learning objectives, activities, and a short quiz. And when I click on the send prompt button like so, and right here, as you can see, our lesson plan is being created, and you can see these are the planets like so, and we have class activities, as you can see right here, and even short quizzes. But right here, you can see that the prompt that we pasted, the ChatGPT does not know who our students are, their age level, or what we actually really want. Now, one of the things that you can do is to improve the prompt like so. And one of the frameworks that you can use is what we call the RCTC. R for role, C for context, T for task, and C for constraint. So for R, the role, you are telling the ChatGPT to act at something. You are telling it what to be. For the context, you are telling it about your students. For the task, you are telling it what you want it to do. And for constraint, you are telling it something, the special requirements about your project. So instead of using this particular prompt like this, create a detailed lesson plan, we can assign it a role like so. So I will just copy and paste this particular prompt that I've already prepared like so. So we can tell it to act as an experienced Year 7 science teacher. The role, we are giving it a role. That's a better way to prompt. And we are saying my students are visual learners and enjoy hands-on activities. That's a context. You are telling it more about your students. And we are saying create a 45-minute lesson plan on the solar system. That is telling it what you want it to do. And we are saying use simple language, include classroom activities, discussion questions, and 5-question quiz. So this is like telling it a requirement for what we want it to do. And right here, if I click on the send prompt button like so, you can see it is now generating something better for us, structuring it how we actually want it like so. So you can see what we have here, very beautiful, in a well-structured manner, giving us a memory tweak designed specifically for a Year 7 class, not just a generic response or output like that. So that's one of the ways that you can use to improve this like so. Now we can download this, we can copy this lesson plan and paste it maybe in our notes. We can convert it to a PDF document. We can even generate presentations with this. So this saves you time and helps you to be more productive and effective. And this is where it even gets more interesting. We can take this and take it to NotebookLM. And right here in NotebookLM, like so, And what happens there is that you can actually upload the material, let's say the lesson plan that we made, or a textbook, or a resource, and query the AI based on that material that you actually uploaded. So right here, you can paste in the text, as you can see like so, or you can actually upload the material. But what I'll do here, I'm going to upload, I have the lesson plan in PDF format, so I'm just going to go ahead and upload it like so, as uploaded. So we can actually ask questions based on the material like so, and you can see it gives you responses based on that material. It doesn't give you random responses. It limits itself to the resource that you actually uploaded like so. And you can use some of these AI queries, or you can even type in the specific question that you want to actually ask. So right here, I'm going to ask this particular question: which planet is the hottest planet? And you can see it's actually giving us a response based on the material that we uploaded, and it's giving you the exact place where it lifted the response from. And you can see we can do even other things. We can make flashcards, we can create quizzes, we can create an audio overview of the material, we can create a video overview of the material. And what's interesting in this is that you can even set what you want the audio, the podcast that you want to generate, what it will be all about. You can say the specific things you want discussed in the podcast in these settings like so. And in this way, this is a smart way for a student to actually study and grasp concepts with speed and enhance your understanding of complex topics and all that. So this makes it really, really interesting and a faster way to actually learn and get good in this time, instead of spending hours doing things manually like so. And you can see I can go ahead, I can generate an audio overview like so. So right here we have generated a podcast like so.
Think about the alternative, right? Starting with a sterile definition of the solar system.
Oh yeah, like the solar.
What is interesting about this is that you can, apart from listening to the podcast, you can join in the conversation, ask a question, and get a response from the speakers of the podcast. This is very, very amazing. Like so. So right here, I'm going to join the conversation and I'm going to ask a question like so.
Oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Which planet is the red planet?
That's a classic question. What's fascinating here is how easily that specific fact sticks in our brains.
It really does. According to this year 7 lesson plan we're looking at, the answer is Mars.
Exactly. Mars is known as the red planet because of its distinct reddish appearance.
And you can see I have gotten a response. So using this particular workflow, using AI like ChatGPT or Gemini to generate your lesson plans, using NotebookLM to actually create quizzes and to study smarter, to brainstorm smarter on textbooks or complex concepts, can make you to become faster, smarter, increase your pace in productivity and enhance your effectiveness. So using this method, you can actually leverage on AI as an assistant to do the heavy lifting for you while you focus on what really matters. Like so. So if you're getting value from this video, I want you to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel. Comment in the comment section the subject that you are teaching or the topic or what you actually want to learn. Let's actually talk about this.